Heading to operational area. On the move. Heading to operational area. On the move. Arrived at destination. Ready. Unable to will do. On the scene. Understood. Awaiting instruction. Got it. Ready.
Listening. Will do.
Listening.
Awaiting understood.
Awaiting instructions.
Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Task completed. On the scene. Task completed.
Listening. Understood. Ready. Crew, returning to listening. Task completed. Recalling crew.
Awaiting will do. Ready. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Ready. Returning to listening. Returning to base.
On the scene. Listening.
Ready. Understood.
On the move.
Task completed. Awaiting instructions.
New orders received.
Got it.
Awaiting returning to base.
Awaiting instruction. Crew, returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to the operational area.
Heading to operational area.
On the scene. Heading to operational area.
Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Will do. Taking damage. On the scene. Ready.
Listening. Will do. Moving out. Got it. On my way. Awaiting understood. Ready. Will do. Taking damage.
One of your units requires medical attention.
On the move. Taking damage. Listening. On the scene.
Awaiting understood.
Unable to complete. Understood.
Taking damage. Ready.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Heading to operational area. Moving out.
Task completed.
Task awaiting instructions.
Can't do that.
Taking damage. Taking damage.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Understood. Got it. Awaiting instruction. Crew, returning to base. Ready. Returning to base.
Taking damage.
Listening.
On the move. Taking damage.
Task completed.
Arrived at...
Ready. Will do.
Listening.
Task completed. Task completed. Listening. Got it. Ready. Understood. Listening.
Unable to comply. I can't do that.
On the move. Ready. Returning to base. On the scene.
Ready. Got it.
Heading to operational area.
Awaiting recalling. Returning to base.
Arrived at destination.
Task completed.
Listen.
Awaiting instructions. Will do.
Awaiting instructions.
Ready. Understood. Listening. Got it. Task completed. On the move.
Awaiting instructions. Entering vehicle.
Arrived at destination. Listening. Task completed. Listening.
Listening.
Listening. Task completed. Ready. On the move. Understood. On my way. Awaiting it. Moving out. On the move. Got it. Listening. Listening.
Listening. Will do. Listening. Crew returning to base.
Task completed.
Ready. Recon returning to base. Crew return.
Listening. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
On the move.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Got it.
Arrived at ready.
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Task completed.
Task completed. Task completed.
New orders received.
Ready. Crew returning to base. Awaiting and returning to base. On the move.
Listening. Recon returning to ready. Crew returning to base.
Arrived at destination. Ready.
Ready. Understood. Task completed.
Awaiting and returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area.
Heading to the operational area.
Red.
Listening. Got it. I'm under attack.
On the move.
On the scene. Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination. Heading to operational area.
On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Awaiting
instructions. Ready. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Ready. Got it. Listening. Will do. Listening. Recalling. Returning to base. Task completed. Ready. Crew. Returning to base.
Listening.
Listening. Understood. Awaiting instruction.
Listening. Got it. Listening. Crew, returning to base. Heading to the operational area. Moving out. Heading to operational area. Task completed. On the scene. Arrived at destination. Ready.
Awaiting instruction. Will do.
Listening.
Awaiting instruction. Understood. Heading to operational area. Task completed. Task. Awaiting instructions. Can't do that. Crew return. Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Understood.
Listening.
Ready. Understood.
Task completed.
Task completed.
Awaiting crew ready. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed. Listening. Returning to base. Heading to operational area.
Ready.
Task completed. Task completed. Ready. Understood. On the scene. On the move. Ready.
Awaiting instruct. Got it.
Awaiting and returning to base.
Arrived at destination. Listening.
Listening. Will do. Task completed.
Heading to operational area.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base. On the listening. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
Awaiting instruction.
Awaiting. Understood. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.
On the move.
On the move.
Heading to operational area.
Heading to the operational area.
Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Arrived at destination. Listening.
Ready. Got it. Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Got it.
Awaiting instructions.
Listening. Understood. On the move. On the scene.
Awaiting instructions. Will do.
Task ready.
Ready. Got it. Listening. Understood. I'm under attack. Awaiting it. Will do. Awaiting instructions.
New orders received.
Recalling crew.
Listening.
Listening.
Ready. Got it.
Ready. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base. Task completed.
Heading to the operational area.
Awaiting instructions. Listening.
On the scene.
Will do.
Listening.
Ready. Understood. Listening. Got it. Task completed. Task completed. Awaiting crew. Returning to base. Listening.
Listening. Returning to base.
Ready. Returning to base. Ready. Will do. Task.
Awaiting crew. Return. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. On the move.
An emergency has been completed.
Heading to operational area. On the scene. Ready. Got it. Listening. Will do. Awaiting instructions. Understood. On the move. Task complete. Heading to operational area. Awaiting instructions. Got it. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. Arrived at destination. Ready. Will do. Listening. Understood. Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Got it. Ready. Will do. Task completed. Listening. Returning to base. Awaiting instructions. Returning to base. Ready. Returning to base. Listening. Understood. Got it. Will do. Understood. Got it. Will do.
On the move.
On the move. Task completed.
Heading to operational area. On the scene. On the scene.
Listening.
Listen. Understood. Ready.
Awaiting Understood.
Arrived at destination.
Listening. Returning to... Returning to base.
Listening.
Listening. Entering vehicle. Awaiting instructions.
On the move. Task completed. Task completed.
On the move. Ready.
Arrive.
Returning to base. Arrived at destination.
Ready.
Awaiting Understood. Listening.
On the move.
Task completed.
Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Got it. Awaiting instructions. I can't. Ready.
Awaiting will do.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling crew. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Ready. Crew. Returning to base.
New orders received.
Taking damage. Taking damage.
Listening. Returning to base.
Ready.
Awaiting instructions. Can't do that. Ready. I can't do that. Recalling crew.
Awaiting Got it.
Listening. Crew. Returning to base.
Taking damage. Heading to the operational area. Task completed.
On the move. Heading to operational area.
Taking damage. On the scene. On the scene.
Taking damage. On the... Awaiting instructions. Will do. Listening. Understood.
Using special skill.
An emergency has been completed.
Listening.
On the move.
Arrived at destination.
Awaiting instruction. Got it.
Taking damage. On the scene. Listening. On the scene. Understood.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
One of your vehicles requires urgent repairs.
Task completed. Task completed.
One of your vehicles requires
Ready. Listening.
Awaiting instructions.
On the move. Ready. Unable to comply. Returning to base. Taking damage. Taking damage. Listening. Got it. Heading to operational area.
wind direction change, north.
On the scene. Understood. Listening. I can't do that. Task completed. Ready. Got it. Task completed. Understood. Awaiting instruction. Will do. Taking damage. On the scene. Ready. Got it. Understood. Moving out. Arrived at destination. Will do. Got it. Taking damage. Returning to base. On the scene. Ready.
I can't do that. Listening.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Got it. Task completed.
Awaiting instructions. Recalling crew.
Awaiting instructions. Understood.
Listening.
Listening. Understood. Taking damage.
Listening. Got it. Will do. Taking damage. On the scene. On the scene. Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. Can't do that.
Task completed. Waiting. Understood.
Awaiting instructions. Got it. Ready. Will do. Destination confirmed. Arrived at destination. Understood. Got it. Listening. Will do. On the scene. Taking damage. Awaiting instructions. Understood. Returning to base. Taking damage. Taking damage. On the move. Listening. Returning to base.
One of your units requires medical attention.
Arrived at destination. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Taking damage. On the scene. On the scene.
I can't do that.
Wind direction change. West.
On the move. Listening. Awaiting instructions. Vehicle on the move. Taking damage. Arrived at destination. Understood. Ready. Got it. On the scene. On the scene. Heading to operational area. Task completed. Awaiting instructions. Will do. Taking damage. Taking damage. Arrived. Ready. Understood. Got it. Listening. Will do. Awaiting instructions. Understood. Returning to base. Ready. Got it. Will do. Moving out. Taking damage. Understood. On the scene. Got it. Will do. Awaiting returning to base. Task completed. Listening. Understood. Heading to operational area.
One of your vehicles requires urgent repairs.
Taking damage. Got it. On the scene. On the move. Taking damage. Understood. Ready. Task completed. Got it. Awaiting instruction. Will do. Listening. Understood. Task completed. Ready. Got it. Awaiting instruction. Will do. Listening. Understood. Returning to base. Task completed. Ready. Returning to base.
Awaiting instructions. On the move.
Awaiting instructions. Returning to base.
Heading to the operational area.
Listening. Unable to comply.
Listening. Got it. On the scene.
Ready.
Ready. Will do.
Listening. Returning to base.
Ready. Crew, returning to base.
Heading to operational area.
Listening.
Arrived at destination.
Heading to the operation.
Ready.
Listening. Understood. Heading to operational area.
Arrived at destination. Ready. I can't do that. Huh? Can't do that.
On the scene. On the scene.
Returning to base.
Task completed. Task completed. Awaiting
Listening.
Listening. Returning to base. Ready. Recalling crew. Returning to...
Awaiting crew. Returning to base.
Heading to operational area. Arrived at destination.
Listening. Got it. On the move. On the scene.
Awaiting Got it.
Heading to the operational area. Arrived at destination. Heading to operational area. Ready.
Understood.
Arrived at awaiting
Awaiting instructions. Understood. Task completed. Awaiting instruction. Crew returning to...
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Awaiting crew returning to base. Heading to operational area. On the move.
On the move.
Arrived at awaiting instructions.
Ready. Will do.
Ready.
Listening. Got it.
Awaiting instructions. Crew returning to base.
Listening.
Listening. Will do.
Heading to operational area.
Listening.
Awaiting instruction. On the move. On the scene.
Task completed.
Ready. Recalling crew.
Ready.
Task completed.
Entering vehicle.
Awaiting instruction. Returning to base.
Ready. Using special skill.
Understood.
On the move.
Listening. Crew. Returning to base.
Task completed.
On the scene.
Task completed.
Listening. Ready.
Ready. Got it.
Awaiting and returning.
Ready. Returning to base.
Listening. Returning to base.
Task completed.
Ready. Returning to base.
An emergency has been completed.